Welcome, Panther fans, to Week 3 of Panther Preview. I'm Harold Tillman. Lewis Sims here. Coach, we coming off of East Central. Anytime you leave East Central with a win, you got to have a smile on your face.
Absolutely. It was a good night for the Panthers. The Hornets lost 18 starters last year, so Coach Huff's really trying to get some young guys some experience, and he went out and kudos to them. Second half they held us to 60 yards total offense in the second half, so they did an excellent job of adjusting to what we were doing, and just a great job for them, something great for them to build off of. But for our guys, it was a good start, fast start. We had Silas had a 79-yard run to start it off with, and I think it surprised everybody in the stands that he kept it. And but he was able to break 3 tackles and make it to the end zone to give us a 7-0 lead early, and we never relinquished that. I thought our defense played really solid throughout the entire game. They were able to put a hat on a hat and be physical. Offensively, they stacked the box. They wanted to take away our run from Amari and Cam, and they were able to effectively do that. And but that left Silas open. He rushed for 100 yards, first time in his career. And then we also passed for 240 yards. We were 8 of 11 or something like that. 8 of 11, 8 of 14, 240 yards. Big night for Jacoby in May. He had 5 catches for 2 touchdowns. Darius Carter had 2 big catches for us as well. Bruce Freifogel got his first high school touchdown for his career. So we had 3 touchdown passes that were really nice. And then Amari was able to get in on a heavy package. He was able to get into the end zone for a rushing touchdown as well. So got a lot of people got to experience what it's like to play power football. And East Central's going to be just fine as they keep going in their schedule. They're going to keep getting better and better.
Absolutely. When you go up there, you know what you're dealing with. They're going to just come at you, and it's 4 quarters of it, and the fans are just incredible. I mean, it's so loud. We were on the home side, and it was so loud, and the music was like, it's just that atmosphere. It was a good atmosphere.
Well, it was a great atmosphere to play a high school football game, and their community does a real good job of supporting their Hornets. And I actually got to see my family from up there, so that was good. So I can at least hold my head high and not duck and run for a year. But it was a good night for us, and it just propelled us into this week getting ready for the Singing River Classic.
Singing River Classic. Always excited to play in the Singing River Classic.
Oh yeah, it may not be the oldest rivalry in Jackson County, but it might be one of the most intense here in the last several years. Kudos to Gautier and Coach Hyde. They were able to go on a 3-game win streak and just did a really phenomenal job last year, handed it to us. I think beat us 48-6, 49-6, something like that. Just totally whipped our tail in every phase of the game, offensively, defensively, on special teams, everywhere. So they got a dominant performance last year. And
South State Championship.
South State Championship appearance. They did a really good job, had a great season last year. And so for us, we had to go back to the building blocks of football and reevaluate who we were and what we stood for. And I think since January, we've really done a good job of laying a foundation of getting ready to play each game this year. But each game has built up to this one. You had the Moss Point game, which built up to the East Central game, and now it's the Singing River Classic. And for us to be ready to go over and compete here on Dutch Binion Field in Pascagoula against our in-district rivals is going to be big for us all.
Well, initially I got to breaking it down. The offense, Gautier's offense and defense both lost a lot of a lot of seniors. But there was a lot of players that got playing time last year, and it's like they just reloaded.
Yeah, they hadn't checked up much at all. From a scoring standpoint, they put 42 points up on a pretty good D'Iberville football team. And after watching that film, I think Beavers came in and took over at quarterback for.
What an athlete, also.
And he's played quarterback in the past, so this isn't his first time catching a snap. Isn't his first time running that offense, but he did a really good job distributing the football as well as making plays with his feet. So our defense has its work cut out for them. I mean, you play a Mark High coach team. You really got to be able to play 4 quarters and
hard-nosed football.
And no doubt about it that their fan base is going to show up. They're a proud fan base, proud city, and they're going to come over and represent well. So if you need tickets for the Singing River Classic, you can go online and get those on gofan.com, or you can buy them here at the gate Friday night. It is a 7 o'clock kickoff. It's everything's a 7 o'clock kickoff now. MHSAA made that change late in the summer, going from 7:30. They made it 7. And so,
unless there's a heat issue.
Well, now it's over. That I don't think that's going to change. So it's going to be a 7 o'clock kickoff. So just really looking forward to a good crowd, a good atmosphere, celebrate another big rivalry. It seems like every week we play a rival.
Yeah.
And it doesn't get any better. After this week we have D'Iberville, who's also been a rival of ours for several years, and then Biloxi. We talked about the Biloxi game not long ago, where Pascagoula's played Biloxi more than they have any other team on the coast. So another big rivalry for a lot of the Pascagoula people is the Biloxi game. So we just go from the frying pan to the fire here. So
that's a good place to be. The fire, it keeps you on your toes.
Absolutely, makes us work hard, makes us stay focused, and it just humbles you and makes you understand that every week is special and winning's hard to do. And for us, we just have to go out, focus on being our best, and being prepared for whatever Gautier is going to throw at us.
Well, I tell you what, I'm excited, always excited. Singing River Classic, you've got everybody going back and forth, which is good. Everybody's anticipating a good football game. Of course, you've got your Gautier group and you got your Pascagoula group, and we're going at it, picking and playing. But at the end of the night, when it's all said and done, we're brothers, we're sisters, we're family.
Absolutely.
And that's
and
the fact
we wish everybody across the river the best of luck the rest of the season, and
just not Friday night.
Not Friday night. Just like we have every other week. I mean, it's always fun, and that's what makes high school football special. And just come out, see a good football game, support your Panthers, support your Gators and the Singing River Classic. Come out and enjoy a good night of football.
Tell you what, we're going to see y'all Friday night.